I am who I am, and I have what I have because I live my life as a savage. I live my life kicking doors down. Can't nothing stop me. I don't have no barriers. I just got to educate myself. I just got to learn. I just got to grow every day.
Birth from the harsh reality of cancer. Here at Neighborhood Physiology, we take a deeper look at health and proper physiological function. Understanding that the physical, the mental, and the spiritual are intertwined in an inseparable way is key to demanding what you want. One must nourish all three to thrive. There is no hierarchy in this human trinity. My goal is to share insight on the possibility of living unrestricted while simultaneously improving physical, mental, and spiritual health. Join us for another week of Neighborhood Physiology.
So when you hear savage, you might think ruthless or lawless, or just straight up having no restraint, just untamed. But when I mean savage, I mean more like a tiger. Every step is deliberate. Every step is calculated. Every step has a point. Or maybe it don't, but we just out here trying to get it. We just out here, we gotta eat it. We don't kill, our family can't eat, we gonna starve. So that's what I mean. Savage is just having that intensity, just having that hunger, just having that desire. I'm like the vast majority. I done had my go through. I done had some devastation in my life. I done had some struggles, some depression. Had some time when I was just all out, just didn't even know who I was. But I made it through them days. I made it through my worst days. I'm still here standing. You still here standing. You done made it through them worst days. I can't say like I never really had money problems coming up or being a grown man, because I was taught that you work, you pay your bills first. If you got something left over, praise God. If you don't got nothing left over, you still eating, you still got a roof over your head, keep pushing. So that's all I ever knew, was to keep pushing. The grind is what got us through. Like, and then I went to Sims Elementary in the heart of the East Side. So I didn't know kids was dealing with, fighting to stay warm all night, going to sleep hungry. I didn't know they had to deal with that. All I knew is when you get met with aggression and hostility, you return. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. That's all I knew. You meet me with hostility, I'll meet you with hostility. And that got me through. But I was maturing. As I matured, became a man, and my son was on the way, I started looking for a higher purpose. I started looking for a better way to live. So I turned to Christ. And no doubt it was the best decision I made, but I felt like I lost some of that bite. I was too focused on humility and making sure I'm not prideful, making sure I'm the right person. But at the same time, nature, what I was taught, what I learned, it shined through. And it was crazy. I'm still in the neighborhood. I was still in the neighborhood at 24, 25. And it seemed like I was just appointed as the original. You know what I mean? Not self-appointed. Youngins started coming up to me. Young hard heads started coming up to me, asking me about relationship, asking me what I'm doing, asking me how I'm living, asking me how to handle their beef. What do I do in this situation? What do I do with this woman? And so I felt like I was handling stuff good, giving out pretty good advice. But I remember just sitting, looking in the park one day. Jit was super fresh. I don't know why he was so fresh, trying to impress a little young lady maybe. But he had some crispy white forces. He had a nice fit on. And I can tell you the other kids that was with him, they was young teenagers, maybe 13, maybe even a little younger. They was his partners though, right? You can tell they were cool. Maybe not like best friend, but they was cool, right? But they started messing with him, like stepping on his shoes, roughing him up a little bit, playing kind of rough, wrestling, and he like chill. And so, it got really intense. They done pulled on his clothes, had him looking rough, scuffed up his shoes. And he didn't really know how to handle the situation, so I told him, like, man, you done told him you got to put your foot down. If they is gonna scuff up your shoes, if they is gonna rough you up, make sure it count. Make sure you kick them in the mouth with them shoes. They want to keep roughing you up and you told them to chill. Right? So he looked at me and kept it moving. And later I had to process. I had to like let it stew, meditate on it. And I was devastated, like, man, it's ugly out here, man. I hope I ain't out here giving these youngins the wrong advice, the wrong impression. Violence is not the way to solve all your problems. Aggression is not the way to solve all your problems. Like, man, I'm not perfect. How I'm gonna give advice? But I swear next time I seen him, he was sticking his chest out. Maybe I wasn't wrong. Who knows? I can't call it everything, but one thing I can call is the grind will pay off. You gotta handle life with intensity. You gotta handle life as a savage. You gotta declare that ain't nothing gonna break me, ain't nothing gonna never stop me. You just gotta believe that. It's not that I'm not humble. It's that I am sympathetic. I do try to be empathetic, but I know savage life all day, every day. I'm gonna go after what I want with intensity. I ain't gonna let nothing stop me, and nothing gonna break me. Like I told you, I've been through my go through, and I'm still standing. You've been through your go through, and you still standing. It's okay to attack life. You must attack life. The grind will pay off. Take me back to when I was in the military. I might have been top 1 or 2% in the whole battalion. Out of hundreds of people, I was maybe top 5, top 10 as far as physical fitness goes. Get 300 plus on my PT test every time. And I still had asthma. I was still hitting the pump, right? Hot Pockets. I was young. Hot Pockets and honey buns. That was a good dinner. That was my whole meal. And I lived like that morning, noon, and night, right? But when I start cleaning up my diet, when I start educating myself, when I start investing my time, investing my money into nutrition and living a healthier life, no more albuterol. I'm not hitting that pump at all, no more. And it wasn't because I was fat lazy. I told you I was in shape, and I still had to hit that pump. So the grind, the sacrifices I made, the education I gained, it helped me out. Even in my health. That's why I know the grind pays off. Like, I was blessed as a young. I was one of those children whose mother prayed for them constantly. I went to church. I was taught right from wrong. Taught somebody come up to you crazy, you gotta dog them, you gotta turn straight savage. And I still carry that today. You run up, now all jokes aside though, I am who I am and I have what I have because I live my life as a savage. I live my life kicking doors down. Can't nothing stop me. I don't have no barriers. I just got to educate myself. I just got to learn. I just got to grow every day. Day in and day out, I got to push forward. That's why I got what I got. I used to be on what you on. Like, I wasn't never on psychics and palm readers and all of that, but I did believe when the preacher man told me, like, run down the aisle right now to get your blessing. I was like, do that work? Eventually I meditated on enough, I'll run down the aisle a couple times, but then I realized I woke up. Like, there's no doubt what I believe in, Elohim all the way. But I'm blessed because I chose to be blessed. I'm blessed because the actions I took. I get what I get because of the life I live. I have a beautiful home, a beautiful wife because I chose to dedicate my life to my wife. No doubt I have a prayerful father, no doubt. But I'm here because of my actions. I'm not here because some prophet told me I was going to be great. I'm here because I chose to be great. I'm here because I live my life deliberately. I live my life intentionally. I'm here because I get what I get because I chose to stop trying to impress broke people and spend all my money on nonsense. Spend my money on what I need to spend my money on. Spend my money on education. Spend my money on quality food, quality nutrition. I'm here because I live with savage intensity. I get what I get because I chose to.